like to call the Pittsylvania County Service Authority
Pardon me, excuse me.
to order, please. And if I can have the roll call, please.
Mr. Warren,
I'm here.
Mr. Scarce,
Here.
Mr. Ingram,
Present.
Mr. Farmer, we've got him remote.
Yes?
Mr. Farmer, can you state the address you're calling in from?
Mr. Farmer.
I'm here, Caitlin.
We need for you to tell us where you're calling in from.
328 West Sandpiper Terrace, Nagsville, North Carolina.
Thank you. Mr. Dudley,
Present.
Mr. Davis,
Present.
Dr. Miller.
Yes. All right. Are there any revisions or additions to the agenda? Hearing none, motion for approval of the agenda, please.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
I'll second that.
All right. If we will please cast our votes.
All right. And Mr. Farmer, can I get yours?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We have action item ID 2566.
We need to see if we have any hearing of the citizens. Do we have any,
Oh, no, we have the consent agenda first.
Yeah, here it is on down. About the fifth item.
All right. Action item, minutes approval for the April regular meeting.
And this one's going to be a vote for the minutes and the bill list approval. Those will all be under consent.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that again.
All right. Please cast your votes.
Mr. Farmer, can I get your vote?
Yes.
Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, we don't have anyone signed up for hearing of the citizens.
New business.
Okay. All right. Approval of the list bills, please.
when we approve the consent agenda, all that's taken care of.
Oh, that's taken care of. All right.
Hearing of citizens, you should go to the new business section, and it would be discussion and consideration of the PCSA resolution number 2021-0601.
All right. All-
Mr. Chairman, I'll be happy to present that if you so
All right.
desire.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Thank you. Starting on page 9 of your packet, there's a resolution that will formally dissolve and terminate the corporate existence of the Pittsylvania County Service Authority. If you bear with me, I'll take you on a walk down memory lane about how we got here today. The PCSA was formally adopted in 1973. In 2020, the Board of Supervisors, by a resolution that's attached, appointed its members as the new 7 members of the PCSA. In April of 2020, the PCSA adopted a resolution that made several administrative changes to ensure that it operated in the future in the most professional, efficient way possible. In August of 2020, both the Board of Supervisors and the PCSA announced their intent, as allowed by the Virginia Code, to formally declare its intent to dissolve and terminate on or before June 30th, 2021, because all its functions have been taken over by the county's creation of the new Public Works Department. In those two motions, you also directed county staff and PCSA staff to begin the winding down process and distribution of PCSA's assets to the county. On July 1st, 2020, and there's an email attached to the resolution that evinces this, all PCSA employees became county employees and joined the county's payroll, VRS retirement, and the personnel plan. Also on July 1st, 2020, as again evinced by an email from Mrs. Vanderhyde, all PCSA bank accounts and investment accounts were transferred to the county's treasury. In May 2021, County Finance Department and the PCSA transferred title to 13 vehicles to the county. A list of those vehicles are attached. Also, as of today, as evinced by Ms. Vanderhyde, the PCSA has no outstanding debt to be assumed by the county. I have also drafted, with the help of my assistant, 16 deeds of gift that I did not attach because they're too long, but the PCSA currently owns 19 parcels of real property, but some parcels are on the same deed. So if the board approves this resolution, we will record 16 deeds of gift that transfers title to the real property that the PCSA owns to the county.
County itself.
If you adopt this resolution, which county staff recommends, this will be your last PCSA meeting, because starting July 1, it will just be a portion of the Public Works Department, and any of future matters, related matters, will just be brought to the board like a normal department would. This resolution authorizes me to record the 16 deeds of gift from the county. I've drafted the articles of dissolution, articles of termination that I just need to file with the State Corporation Commission. This also directs county staff to rebrand all real and personal property the PCSA owns that has the old logo on it, including water towers, any types of uniforms, or any types of buildings that need to be rebranded. We've already started that, mostly finished that.
Yeah.
And it also, we would transfer all digital assets to the county, like we wouldn't need a separate PCSA website anymore. It would be folded into ours.
Sure.
All the digital accounts would go to the county. And then the last thing we have to do is in July, this resolution authorizes us, Section 21, Article 1 of the Pittsylvania County Code has a section about the PCSA, and it talks about who's on it and what their boundaries are. We would just remove that from the county code because we no longer have a service authority, and it would just be a normal county department. So this resolution before you is a long time coming. A lot of work's been put into it. I'll be happy to answer any questions, but if you adopt this, this will be your last meeting, and a new dawn in July will occur where we will just have a public works department that includes water and sewer.
Very good.
All right. Is there a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-06-01 as attached.
Second.
All right, please cast your vote.
Well, any discussion first, and then
Oh, yeah, any discussion? All right, hearing none, if you will please cast your votes.
Mr. Farmer?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. The motion passes unanimously. All right, now, hearing of the citizens.
Mr. Chairman, we're on 7B, Gretna Facilities Lease Payment Waiver Request.
Took
Mr.
care of that.
Mr. Adcock is going to present this. We actually discussed this at the Finance Committee, and actually the recommendation should go, we need a decision from this board because the agreement that they're seeking relief from is actually between the PCSA and the town of Gretna. So you already have a recommendation, so from Finance Committee, you really don't need a second because you have a motion, but Mr. Adcock is here to peel back this onion and add any meat on the bone that you would need. We've also attached the agreement, but you've already discussed this at Finance, so we're just looking for a formal decision on this to put this thing to rest one way or the other.
Mr. Adcock?
I think most of you were here during the discussion, so if there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
I think it was fully discussed earlier, and I'm still good with that, so.
And Mr. Chairman, I believe before a vote, Mr. Farmer, you're on the telephone. I think he has a statement he wishes to make.
Mr. Farmer, do you wish to make a statement on this?
Yes, sir, Mr. Warren. I was on the Gretna Town Council in 2013, and I voted to make this purchase back then. I'm just going to let the staff know and the public know that I'm going to vote to abstain. I just don't think it's appropriate for me to weigh in on financial matters on an item that I voted on 8 years ago. So I will be abstaining from this vote.
That's fair.
Could everybody hear that, or would you like for me to repeat it because he's next to me?
Why don't you just repeat it for the benefit of anybody could.
Mr. Farmer, you correct anything that I say wrong. Mr. Farmer was serving on the town council at the time this was entered, this agreement was entered, so he feels it inappropriate for him to vote on this matter, so he's going to abstain from voting on this particular matter as he was part of the governing body that was in the agreement originally. Is that fair to say, Mr. Farmer?
Yes, sir, Mr. Warren. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Having a little bit of trouble hearing you all the way down. That's why I was repeating.
All right, we have a motion from a committee, so it's not going to need a second. So you have a motion, so it'll be just any discussion, and then you just go into your vote, Mr. Chairman, okay?
Yes. All right. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to deny Gretna's waiver request.
I'll second that.
All right. Is there any discussion? Please cast your vote.
We're voting to deny, correct?
Correct.
That is
Yes.
correct. Yes, sir.
I think I said that.
All right. The motion is passed. Next, item Gretna Facilities Lease.
Mr. Chairman, we just did that. The next matter is matters from authority members.
Okay, yes, thank you. All right, matters from authority members? Yes. All right, hearing none. All right, once again, there was nothing from the public?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay,
If there's no matters from authority, it's within your purview to adjourn the meeting.
all right. All right, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second?
All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any all opposed? All right, meeting is adjourned. Well, before the meeting is, well, the meeting is adjourned, and I have a comment. I'd like to say thank you to all of the members of the board for the opportunity to have served as chairman of PSCA. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. Thank you, Dr. Miller. Good chairman.